The Christchurch mosque shootings were two consecutive terrorist attacks at mosques in Christchurch during Friday prayer on the 15th of March 2019. The attacks killed 51 people and injured 49. Today we have Farid Ahmed with us, who lost his wife during the attack. Please tell us about yourself, and did you recognize any of the victims?
I will start with saying Assalamu alaikum to all the viewers of Salam TV. I knew most of them because time to time they call me to give khutbah. So, I see faces, I know faces, and I have been in this community for last 21 years. Had been taking Quran class every weekend, so I knew most of the faces.
Could it be possible that there were more than one attacker?
That's what some people are saying, and that's what also police is saying. I was not at the front side, so his car was parked at the front side, just in the next driveway. So I could not see what was happening at the front at all, because from the masjid I went through the rear door, and then my car was parked there, so I went behind it. But it is still a mystery and a question to so many people's mind, that was he the one who went to the Linwood, or there was another one? I'm not sure, but I hear from people, still some people, even some Kiwis, they tell me it doesn't make sense. Could be two people involved, but I cannot say anything with certainty. Could be him or could be two people.
Please share some moments after the attacks.
When the shooter left, or I thought that he had left, then I went back inside to see what was the ruin. And I went to the women's room. I did not see any casualty there, so I had a positive hope that probably all the ladies and children could run away. And then I came in the main room, and it was terrible. I saw so many faces that I knew for years and years. I had spoken to 5 of the injured. They were still alive. So I was speaking to them one after one after one. I was trying to give them consolation. I was trying to give them hope. One of them in particular, he was screaming with the pain. He's a brother from Malaysia, because he was shot, and on top of his leg, one dead body was increasing the load on his leg, and he was screaming for help. So I called somebody else. I found another brother. His name was Nasim Khan. He was around, because I could not go over other dead bodies to reach him. So many dead bodies. So I called Nasim Khan, and he was kind enough, and he came and he removed the dead body off his leg, so he had some relief. So I spoke all of them who were alive still then inside the mosque, and it was heartbreaking, but I had to do whatever consolation I could offer to them.
How was the support from the community, NGOs, and the government?
The support from New Zealanders, and when I say New Zealanders, that includes Muslim also, even though we are a minority, but we are part of New Zealand and we call ourselves New Zealanders. So support from New Zealanders have been tremendous. the support from neighbors, the support from friends, colleagues, professionals, victim support, government agencies, all of them, they came forward. Uh, it, there was moments that we felt overwhelmed. We did not need all the supports, and we had to say, you know, we had enough. Thank you. But the support was tremendous from personal level to the government level.
Where does the moral of the Muslims stand after the attacks?
Muslim morale, they have decided they would go back to the masjid, they would pray. Even yeah, some people who were our friends, non-Muslims, they were afraid that could we ever go to the mosque again? How afraid we would be. So, from Muslims' mind, we decided to be resilient. We decided that no one could stop us practicing our faith because our faith is peaceful. It doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't harm anybody, and it gives us peace. And also through our prayers, we can also spread peace. Going to the mosque is a good thing because it keeps us from trouble. It teaches our children to be good citizens, to be peaceful, to be nice people, to be righteous. So from all aspects, masjid is not against humanity. Masjid is not against any good things. So masjid is a complementary things for a good society.
Would you still go to the mosque?
I have spoken to even ladies in my class. I asked them, when we started our class, I asked them that why did they come? Weren't they afraid? So their answer was very moving. They said, yes, they were afraid. Then I said, so why did you come then? Then they said, well, because it is our duty. So we had to come. I said, if something else happened, they said, if this is the way we had to die, let's be it, because we are not losers. If someone comes and kills us because of our prayer, we are going to the paradise, and life is very short. One day we have to die. So that was very moving, and that was very powerful.
What steps have been taken by the community for protecting themselves and the mosques?
Our community had decided that we would train some volunteers. So we have now many volunteers. They are actively guarding the mosque while Friday prayer is going on, most particularly, and they are getting better and better, and they are well coordinated. So yeah, we are working on it, and we are developing more and more techniques. We have professionals in our team who are training these people properly.
How seriously the Islamic NGOs and institutes have taken the significance of security?
You said about NGOs and other people. Lots of people now, they are watching. They are very vigilant. They are also directly or indirectly. They are watching. Is there anything suspicious? So I would say that together we are on the move again, and day by day it will be better and better.
How do you see Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern's response and support?
I, like you, and like everyone else, I admire our Prime Minister and her role and her government role. Obviously, it was a big test for all of us. It was a test for the government, for the New Zealanders, for Muslims. And so far, we have been doing good. I think that there is always room for improvement and perfection. Always there is room, but without being specific in any area. I think that it is now because the government is willing and they are open, the New Zealanders are willing and open to make sure that we all need to come together and stop this kind of violence. I think it is time that Muslim leaders, Muslim communities, Muslim scholars in this country, they need to sit with the government more closely and more often and brainstorm about the condition now, about the condition in the future, and the possibilities and challenges. And together, they should come up with more strategies, and that will bring, I think, more perfection.
Any interfaith programs that tries to bring together the different communities?
There have been the interfaith activities going on, but as the whole country, or interfaith from the entire country, the activities need to be more visible. There is, I know, as far as I know, the work is going on, but it need to be more seen. And also, I would like to add one more point here, because in a discussion with few scholars in USA, I was suggesting that we should not only look at uniting the interfaith groups, because take for example in New Zealand, how many percent of people they believe? Maybe roughly 50%. What about the rest of the 50%? We have to unite them. We have to bring everyone together. So for me, my slogan is that the interfaith unity is a good thing, but with it we need to say unity in mankind. We should start from there, because we are basically all are human beings. We share the same color of blood. We have hearts, we have emotion, we have sadness, we cry, we laugh. So we have so much in common. So we got to start from there. Once we bring the faith, then we cannot agree, even within the faithful ones, because my faith is this way, another one is that way. But so many people, they are not in faith, and we cannot push them into corner. They are also like us, and they also share the same value of peace, harmony, happiness, this sort of things. So we need a platform, or we need a slogan like Prime Minister said, we are one. So we should need to work on this more, that how practically we can have strategy to show that we are one. Now feeling is there, but it has to be seen.
How the media has played its role?
Media also has been helpful to us. Take for example the Christchurch tragedy. The media has been covering it so nicely. So what we need to do is we need to create our own medias. People need to hear more good stories. So that's why your initiative is wonderful. We need to have our own media. We need to create more writers so they can write good stories, positive stories. We need to start radio programs. We can pass the good stories to other people.
What steps and attitudes should the Muslims adopt?
Particularly for Muslims, every religious group, they have to also work hard. They have to sit down and think what strategy they need to take. So, for example, Muslims, I think, I was giving a khutbah in Washington D.C. Adams Center when I was coming back. And in my khutbah, I brought a point and I said that we have to question ourselves why they are hating. There could be so many reasons, but we need to scrutinize ourselves that is there anything we had done or we are doing to contribute to this hatred. And also we have to ask ourselves that what is the opposite is love. So do we love other people? If the answer is no, then we have to change it. If we don't love, we will not receive love. But if the answer is yes, we love other people, then are we showing it enough? Are we being seen that we are loving people? And in that part, we have to work hard, and we have lots of room to improve.
How should Muslims engage in activities with other communities?
We need lots and lots of charity activities. For example, every community, Wellington Christchurch, we have professionals. We need to offer maybe 2-3 hours free service for our people, for our citizens. We have to engage them in our workplaces, in our schools, in our neighborhood. Among us, we have some people, they're well off, and we need to give charity. So we should do lots of things to be seen that we are loving people, and when we are seen loving people, that will also remove lots of misunderstanding. This hate in the attack, where is it coming from? It comes from fear. Some people, they are afraid of Muslims. And when they are afraid, so psychologically they think we have to remove the people who we are afraid of, otherwise they will get us one day. And it comes from misunderstanding. And to my personal experience, Muslims are good people, they mean well. But they have still some conservatism. They are shy and they are not opening up. We need to open up.
Any final message for the Muslims?
As a Muslim, we need to ask ourselves, are we in peace in our heart? This is the start. We can talk about peace, we can say Islam is peaceful, Muslims are peaceful. To me, that's not good enough. To me, I have to be a living peace. I have to be a walking peace. I have to be peaceful in talking, so that my family members, they will know I'm a peaceful person. My neighbors, they will see I'm a peaceful person. My workmates, my colleagues, they will see me, I am very peaceful. So unless we get this one, then we are creating a block between the message of true Islam and the reality. So our Prophet, he is Rahmatul lil Alameen, the mercy for the worlds. In each one of us, we have to be the mercy for others. We need to show that we care about people. We need to take care of old people in our neighborhood. We need to take care of vulnerable people in our society, whether they have faith, no faith, believer, non-believer, as long as they are human beings, they have right on us. Prophet ﷺ said, "Irhamu man fil ardi." Be kind on the people on the earth. Yarhamukum man fis sama. Then Allah, the Lord of the heaven, He will be kind on us. So we need to continue showing our kindness whatever way possible. And if we continue doing this, then inshallah other people will take us with care. The last message is, if anyone does bad to us, Allah says we should do the opposite. We should do good. So if anyone hates us, we should not hate them. We should love them. Because Allah says, idfa' billati hiya ahsan. Idfa' billati hiya ahsan. Always face the evil with better, with what is best. So if anyone abuses us, we should not abuse them. If anyone hates us, we should love them. If anyone does not support us, we should still support them. So if we can continue doing like this, then we can win hearts.
We thank Brother Farid Ahmed for being with us today and sharing a beautiful memory of his wife and himself.